While reopening California protests are erupting throughout the state, from the steps of San Francisco City Hall to Pacific Beach in San Diego County, increasingly the finger is being pointed at the need for more tests to determine who has the dirty disease and who doesn't, before we can reopen for business and fun. Hi, I'm Mimi Grant of the ABL organization. The problem is that according to worldometers.info, as of Mother's Day, only about 3% of the nation's population has been tested, with fewer than 10 million tests run on our 331 million people, including the 1.4 million who've already tested positive. Unfortunately, the current rate of testing is incredibly slow. Dr. Fauci stated that the country needs about 3 million tests a week. Well, at that rate, it will take the next 2 years to test everyone. And if that's the case, we better get used to sheltering in place as we await a vaccine. So what could change that painful trajectory? More tests. An epidemiologist at Harvard told NPR that testing would be sufficient if 10% or fewer tests come back positive. Currently, with approximately 9.5 million tests and 1.4 million total cases, we're seeing a COVID positive rate of nearly 15%. But wait, who's getting tested? In LA, Mayor Eric Garcetti announced April 29th that all residents could receive free COVID-19 testing. However, priority testing was only available for frontline workers or people with symptoms. Not surprisingly, by testing primarily those who are symptomatic, more COVID-positive patients are being identified. Not that that's all bad, as those who were previously in doubt as to whether or not they were positive now know they are. So ideally, they'll self-isolate, not just shelter with others at home. And their contact with others will be more traceable. So what else will it take to get us to phase 4? People like ABL member Sirina Vunji and CEO of Legal Lab is enabling labs across the country to start processing COVID-19 tests. Also through Legal Lab partners and their testdirectly.com program, consumers and employers can start ordering tests for themselves or their employees using the portal and their Test Directly platform to manage all their reporting and collection results. Even without enough tests, because of the stable hospitalization rate, in time for Mother's Day, Governor Newsom gave florists and a few other retailers with curbside pickup and delivery the right to get back to work. In fact, according to the Resilience Roadmap on CA.gov, we are now in early stage 2, where not just florists, but manufacturers and essential businesses can open as long as before reopening, all facilities must 1. Perform a detailed risk assessment and implement a site-specific protection plan. 2. Train employees on how to limit the spread of COVID-19, including how to screen themselves for symptoms and stay home if they have them. 3. Implement individual control measures and screenings. 4. Put in place disinfecting protocols. And 5. Adhere to physical distancing guidelines. One of the very public arguments about whether or not they meet these requirements is raging between Tesla and Alameda County. The auto manufacturer says they're ready. The county disagrees. Elon Musk argues passionately that Tesla's Fremont facility falls under Governor Newsom's essential workforce guidelines and that they should resume production because it is critical national infrastructure. In fact, he announced while Tesla workers who can work from home will continue to do so, those needed for essential operations in the production facilities will come back to work gradually, with about 30% of their workforce each day. Years ago, if you drove by the abandoned NUMMI plant in Fremont, you'd see tumbleweed in its parking lot. More recently, until COVID, the expanded plant's employee parking lots were packed full of workers' cars and trucks. Clearly, Tesla has had a significant economic impact on Alameda County and California. By the time you see this vlog, you'll know who won the standoff. Hopefully, more tests proving that fewer than 10% of Californians are COVID positive will soon be available. Then the rest of us, using social distancing, face masks, and plenty of sanitizer, can start moving towards our new normal. Hope to see you there.